At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Capriati Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead.
Tonight on News 46, emergency crews rescue animals from a fully engulfed structure fire.
A single vehicle rollover on Pahrump Valley Boulevard this morning.
And a seminar that addresses bullying is held at Rosemary Clark Middle School. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, October 11th, 2011. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And I'm Janet Eric for News 46. Topping our news tonight, a fully engulfed detached garage on the west side of town caught its main house on fire this morning. Emergency crews rescued several dogs from the home on Amarillo Street.
You might have seen the billowing black smoke on the west side of town this morning. There was a structure fire on Amarillo Street. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Before 8 o'clock, we were dispatched a report of a structure fire, and in that early dispatch, it was indicated the occupants were evacuating. I was there within a short period of time, found that the attached 2-car garage was fully involved in fire with extension to the primary dwelling, confirmed that everybody, in fact, had egressed out of the house. However, it was stated to us, and very shortly thereafter, that there was at least probably 10 pets still in the house. Fire crews arrived. They mounted an aggressive interior attack. They stopped the forward progress of the fire within the dwelling. They also, throughout the process, you saw, safely rescued, I think it was 5 pet dogs. 4 were adults, 1 puppy. However, 5 puppies were lost in the area where it immediately had come through from the garage.
Because these are very small puppies, weren't they?
They were very small. I don't know exactly how old they were, but I would suggest probably just a few weeks. And they were all small dogs to begin with.
You had a paramedic assigned to helping the dogs because they had smoke inhalation.
Yeah, some of the dogs that came out were in severe distress. The respiratory appeared to be affected by the smoke inhalation. So we assigned a paramedic to administer some oxygen and some different care that we've learned over the years for pets. And I know they safely made it off the scene to a veterinary care.
And then the homeowner, for a short moment, tried to run into the structure herself.
Yeah, once the fire was under control, it was actually probably midway through the overhaul effort. One of the occupants arrived on scene and actually tried to gain access into the property, which we couldn't allow. And it was after the fact most of the pets had already been removed. So safely escorted away from that immediate area to ensure their safety.
She was attempting to rescue animals as well, but you had quite a few firefighters in there.
Yeah, there was a number of firefighters. Again, we just want to make sure the fire grounds are safe, and there was nothing that was going to be done further at that point. Most of the dogs had already successfully been removed, and I just don't think she had that information when she arrived.
So there was nobody occupying the structure. It started in the garage. It was well involved when you guys arrived on scene.
There were 2 people on location that were in the house at the time of the fire, and the garage was fully involved. Upon my arrival, there was fire through the roof. In fact, from one end of the garage there was just a wall of fire. And you could already see that it had extended into the primary dwelling. You could see it at the windows, and most of the furniture was igniting. So again, the crews, I can't say enough good things. They did a great job. They mounted, they went into very smoky, high heat temperatures. They literally, I observed them crawling in through the environment, They made their way back to where the fire was coming through, breaching into the structure, cut it off there, so they did an outstanding job.
And are we calling in the state fire marshal, or will Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue be conducting the investigation?
Pahrump Valley will be conducting the fire investigation on this, but at this point there's nothing indicating anything other than an accidental fire, but the fire is still underway.
We had quite a bit of equipment there on scene.
We did. We had a tremendous amount of equipment. We had an engine, 3 tenders, a tack truck. There was at least 3 ambulances and 1 other piece of fire apparatus in addition to myself.
5 dogs were saved this morning on that structure fire. Unfortunately, those 5 puppies' lives were lost. They were in the master bedroom closest to the fire area. We, of course, want to thank the emergency crews for all their efforts in rescuing those animals. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
In other news, the driver and only occupant of a single vehicle rollover luckily escaped uninjured.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A single vehicle rollover here on Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Calvary Streets required Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies to the scene where a late model SUV was laying on its roof. The only occupant and driver of the vehicle extricated himself from the car. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue did check him out on scene and he declined medical attention. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are conducting this investigation, what appears to be a possible overcorrection of this top-heavy vehicle. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Pahrump Valley and Calvary for News 46.
A man named Mark Bosworth vanished without a trace from Southern Oregon on September 16th, and now his family is looking into the possibility that Mark may be or has been in Nevada. Mark survived 2 battles with cancer, but his oncologist and family believe that symptoms in the weeks and days leading up to his disappearance indicate the cancer has returned and spread to his brain.
That's right. Mark is confused and likely disoriented. In the days before he disappeared, he turned the wrong way at a road sign and told his wife, Julie, he was on the East Coast, then in Ontario, Canada, when he was actually in Southern Oregon.
Mark needs to be found and needs immediate medical attention. If you have any information, please call 503-705-6697 or go to findmark.org.
All right, and Principal Tim Wambaker held a seminar this morning for all 3 grades of the middle school.
Last week was anti-bullying week, and we wanted to have something to where it could really relate to the kids and teach them some coping skills. But it talked not only about bullying, but it talked about drug use. It talked about being a leader and doing some things beyond the regular school day.
And this is a great little 3-screen setup here. Tell me why that's kind of important and what that does for the kids.
The great thing is that it relates to the kids at their level. They have the music that is their genre now. It has the video part, which kids are big into videos now. And it relates to them in the sense of they can see and relate to all the things that we're trying to teach them about bullying, about drug use.
A lot of touching moments in some of that video.
There is, and you know what? If the kids, a lot of the kids will make a connection, and some of the kids won't. They'll think, oh, it wasn't that great of a thing. We want to make a connection before something bad happens, before a tragedy comes about. So we're doing the best we can to try and teach them how to handle situations.
I know that you kind of wrapped it up with talking about tell somebody and kind of encouraging kids, and also as well some of the cyberbullying that's been happening lately.
You know, cyberbullying is rampant, and there's more outlets now in which kids can bully other kids. And we're trying to teach them as best we can how to handle that situation, but also the consequences that go with that. I mean, you can be arrested for cyberbullying. There may be suicides because of your cyberbullying. So to teach them that there are several consequences to go along with their poor actions, we're trying to say, don't make those poor decisions, make the right decisions and help somebody. And hopefully we're going to create the leaders that we need.
And I know that we have resource officers in the schools for kids to report to, but if a kid is being bullied or knows a kid being bullied, you're encouraging them, even anonymously, to tell you about it.
You know, the biggest thing is we want everybody safe, and to tell any adult, a teacher, an aide, tell their parents, tell an aunt and uncle, tell the administration, tell the resource officers. Resource officers are critical. There's one in the middle school, there's one in the high school, but there needs to be more awareness and more communication, and a lot of the parents and everybody just needs to say, how's your day? How you doing? Is there anything that's bothering you? And if the kids know that there's an open line of communication, they're a little bit more apt to discuss that. If they are not sure, you never know what's going to happen. So open line of communication is the key.
And the bullies themselves, there's reasons why they're doing this. You might be actually helping them who are in need as well.
Well, I'll tell you, bullies, there's one thing. It's about power. Gaining power over another person, somebody who's weaker, getting attention in the negative way, friends following. Some of the people who are bullies, they just need to make that extra connection, but it's a negative connection. So they're trying to gain power over somebody, and that's the part where we need to teach them you can do the right thing and gain power in the right way.
Exactly. Thanks so much for having the seminar. I know that the impact that you made, we want to definitely keep our kids safe here.
Absolutely. Safety is number one. Obviously, education's important, but we want the kids to know they can come here, they can tell anybody if they're having an issue, and they can understand that we're going to do something about it, and that's the important message.
If you are a victim of bullying or know someone who is being bullied, whether it's cyberbullying or actually here at school, I urge you to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office, your resource officer, your teacher, or school officials to report it. It can save lives. This is Deanne O'Donnell at Rosemary Clark Middle School for News 46.
Now, Nevada State Controller Kim Wallen announced today that a fraud hotline has been posted on her agency's website in order to assist both the public and state employees in reporting questionable practices. Wallen said the link will be send information directly to her for review. The types of practices that can be brought to her agency's attention include tax fraud, Medicaid fraud, and overbilling by government contractors.
Thank you for that. The Board of County Commissioners voted on an agenda item that was a discussion and possible decision regarding the recommendations by the Nye County Redistricting Committee.
20C, action, discussion, deliberation, and possible decision regarding the recommendation by the Nye County Redistricting Committee.
I understand the need to have commissioners represent approximately the same number of constituents. I thought the board was being very fair when they adjusted the districts so that both northern commissioners represented constituents in portions of northern Pahrump years ago. My understanding of the proposals that you are considering is to go to just having one northern commissioner representing all of the rurals and some of northern Pahrump. And I think that is a bad idea, and it's unreasonable to ask one commissioner to cover that much geographical area. Please retain two northern commissioners so that they are able to represent us up in the northern rural.
I have two concerns. One, I don't feel one commissioner can do an adequate job of covering the entire rural area and part of Pahrump. We would have 4 commissioners with only one town board meeting to go to in Pahrump and one with 8 or 10 meetings to cover the rest of the county. And again, with either proposal, we could end up with 5 commissioners from Pahrump. So that one doesn't hold any water with me. With one proposal, we're only splitting 2 precincts, and we were told to keep it as simple as possible. With the other proposal, we're splitting 18 precincts into another district. That to me is not keeping it as simple as possible for Sam to get this on the ballot.
And you're right. Theoretically, in the future, all 5 districts could be from Pahrump. The one district out there is going to have 400, 500, 600, 700 people in it. That's going to take at least 2 or 3 census years to ever get up to 40, 50% that I see. At least 2 census years. So with the 4-1 district, you're going to have at least 2 census years before really somebody has a problem with that district. But that's beyond the point. I understand that they don't want to look at the numbers. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All opposed? Passes 4-0 with Commissioner Easton not present.
Coming up, the winery held its annual Grape Stomp.
And we spoke to the 4-H Club at the Pahrump Fair and Festival.
We'll have all this and more right after the break, so please keep it here.
Pahrump Nugget is excited to announce October's Pumpkin Patch Match promotions. Every Friday and Saturday, every 30 minutes from 5 to 8:30 p.m., one hot seat winner will win $100. At 9, one of those winners will play Pumpkin Patch Match for $10,000. Looking for the best place in town to watch Monday Night Football? Look no further. We've got all the NFL action you need. For only $10, you'll enjoy a complimentary buffet, 5 raffle tickets for great prizes, Coors and Coors Light on tap for only $1. Where the fun never stops, Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
QR codes are now appearing on the corner of your television screen. Similar to barcodes, these strangely patterned squares are patterned with codes, and it provides data on a product or service when you zap it with your smartphone or tablet.
You've seen the codes littered amongst print publications and shop windows and even on restaurant menus. Well, now, thanks to the miracle of modern technology, the QR codes have come to television.
Scanning the code on your screen brings you to a product page on the network's abbreviated mobile website, then to its application where you can easily link to the checkout page.
It's just crazy.
Yes, it is.
Very crazy.
Who would have thought?
I know. All right, well, the parking lot at the Pahrump Winery was, and all the way down Winery Road, was packed with cars and people this weekend, all enjoying the festivities at the winery's Grape Stomp.
Pahrump Valley Winery's Grape Stomp 2011. Gretchen and Bill have been doing this for years, and of course it is packed here at the Pahrump Valley Winery at the top of Winery Road. We're going to speak to Bill Lopez.
It's going great. It's a great party. It's a lot of fun every year. We really look forward to it. Great turnout. Weather couldn't be any better. What more can you ask for?
I know it's packed here. Tell me who we have up on stage right now.
Roxanne and Stetson is the band, and this is their third year, I think, here. And so they do a great job. We have a lot of fun.
And I know that we have a wine tasting booth out there and several different vendors here as well.
Yeah, we a lot of the local arts and craft type folks that have little small wares and stuff, we let them take a little spot and kind of peddle our wares. And then, of course, we've got food and wine taste and all the rest of that stuff. And then this year we invited out Boulder Dam Brewing Company to set up a trailer, and they're pouring beer. And so just a big party for everybody.
It really is. Up and down the street, the cars are just packed here. We're meeting people from all over different states and everywhere. This is very common, isn't it, here?
It is. You know, I'm always shocked, almost to disbelief, how many people I visit with on a day like today that are from out of state, and maybe this is their second or third or fourth year. They actually kind of plan their Vegas trip around it, and they'll come out here and spend a day. We're blown away, and we're humbled by that, but it's a lot of fun, and they have a good time, and it's a beautiful setting. Well, how can you argue?
Exactly. Tell me about the Grape Stomp itself.
Well, it's, you know, the competition is people stomp in a barrel of grapes. They've got 2 minutes, and the trick is to see who can get the most juice out of that barrel in that 2 minute period of time. And like anything else, get the most juice, you win.
Is it overall winners throughout the weekend, or just today, or just for that one contest itself?
We do mini winners every hour, so that every hour we've got winners, and then we do a grand winner for the day.
And so what do they win?
A cheap trophy.
Beautiful.
No, we have some grand prizes for them. I'm not sure we're exactly right off the top of my head what it is, but we give them cash awards or gift certificates. But the main thing is they get a nice big plastic trophy and of course a Nike contract. Just kidding on that one.
You seem like you're having a lot of fun up there as well. But people can find out all about Pahrump Valley Winery and come up here to Symphony Restaurant. And of course, you guys have a great gift shop and the tours that you have.
Yeah, the restaurant's open 7 days a week for lunch, five nights for dinner. We do wine tasting every day. Full array of wines. We're up to almost 23 wines, I think, right now. 21 or 23, I forget. And we've got new ones in the pipeline, and we're working on new wines all the time. So my wife and I, Gretchen, of course, my wife, our whole idea here is just to have fun. I mean, we're having fun, we're experimenting, we're making new wines, we're doing different things. It's just all about having a good time.
Of course, This event was a one-day event, expanded to 2 days for the last 2 years. And of course, next year we'll see you back here at the Pahrump Valley Winery. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Now the 4-H Club of Pahrump had their usual and popular corner at the Pahrump Fair and Festival this year. People of all ages gathered to have fun, play, and visit the animals.
Well, the Maureen is a 7-year-old Duroc sow. She was Robert's, my oldest son's show hog, is last year at Clark County Fair. She didn't make weight, and my wife made an agreement with the hog that if she would take Robert to round robin, which is showmanship of different animals, she'd get to come home and stay as a pet. Well, she came home and she's given us about 10 litters of piglets, and now she's retired, so she just stays at home and eats.
There you go. She weighs a little bit less this year, though, than last year.
Yeah, last year she was 738. This year she was 645. We've put her on a diet this year. She was just kind of getting a little heavy and in her old age, so we just wanted to keep a little bit of weight off her joints. So, healthy, skinny is healthy.
And so then the cow.
The cow belongs to Gail Palmer. She bought the cow to put in her freezer, and she's raising it up to weight, and then she's going to take it up to the butcher and have it butchered.
And people guessed on the cow as well. And how much did the cow weigh?
813. It's 813 pounds.
There you go. And then the ewe is actually a female sheep.
Right. A female sheep is called a ewe. A male sheep is called a ram, and baby sheep are called lambs.
And that you came in at what weight?
148.
It was 148. Okay.
I think it's 148. So what do people win for this?
We have a $2 entry fee, and then they win half the pot. So if 10 people enter at $2 is $20. The club gets $10 and they get $10. So the winning person on the pig got $44. The winning money on the cow was $6, and I have no idea what it was on the sheep.
I think it was 3, because only a few people guessed on the sheep. Pam, tell me a little bit about the 4-H in general.
4-H is a youth development program. We have about 17 clubs, different types, like we have livestock, of course, as you see out here at the fair, but we also have dog agility, we have sewing, cake creation and baking and crafts, and a variety of different types of clubs. And we have shooting sports also for the older kids. They cost about $1 a year to join, and you can go to any of the clubs, and they can come over at the Cooperative Extension Office to join.
It's on Calvada and Dandelion, right?
Right, it's at 1651 East Calvada. Also, they can join at a club, too. If they do have a calendar, we put out calendars every month, so they can come by and get a calendar from the Extension Office, and they can join there, too, at the meetings.
And what's the phone number for people to get more information?
It's 727-5532.
So a baby goat is a kid, right?
Right.
Did you see the baby goat with the blue eyes?
I know, it was
so
beautiful.
Cute. So cute. Well, before we head into this break and check out our weather, we just want to wish one of our viewers a very happy birthday. Anna, happy 34 years old.
Happy birthday, Anna. And after the break, we're going to have some great weather for you coming up with Jack Fuentes. So stay with us.
It's Seymour's, the world's tallest ice cream stand, open all year. The whole family will enjoy delicious ice cream treats made your way, including Reese's milkshakes and cookie dough polar slams. Book your child's birthday party here with a favorite cartoon character. Seymour's, the coolest place in town, Highway 372 in Blag. Call 702-348-9688. We have senior discounts.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. Today we had sunny skies and a high of 84 degrees. It was a little bit warm out there, but not too warm like we're used to with our triple digits and everything that we have constantly out here throughout our summers. Though it is fall now, and it's been a very warm one actually. We've been a little bit above our seasonal average lately, so we're going to keep our eye on that. But our winds were coming out of the west-northwest at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts were up to 7 miles per hour. The pressure is holding steady at 30.2, and our UV index was at 6, which is high. The humidity was at 26%, and our sunrise was at 6:47 a.m. Our record for today was back in 1991 at 95 degrees. Tonight we're looking forward to some clear skies, a low of 64 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour. Our gusts are going to be at up to 5 miles per hour, and the humidity at 40%. Sunset will be at 6:15 p.m., and our record for tonight was 40 degrees back in 1961. Tomorrow, once again, we're looking at some sunny skies, a high of 86 degrees and a low of 65 degrees. It'll be a very nice night. Winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts are going to be at up to 6 miles per hour. The UV index is also going to be at 6, which is high, and our sunrise is looking to be at 6:48 a.m. The humidity is looking like it's going to be at 26%, not too bad. In our 7-day forecast, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's going to be kind of dull, sunny skies like we're used to. Saturday, we're going to get a little bit of clouds there, so let's hope it stays that way as we go on through the week. We're going to be in the 80s across the board. Tuesday looks like it's going to be a little bit windy with gusts at up to 27 miles per hour, and our overnight lows are going from 60 all the way down into 54 at the end of the 7-day forecast. And today's worst weather was in Bald Head Island in North Carolina. That looks like Captain Picard there. And it was rainy. Back to you.
Bald Head Island, huh?
I never heard of it.
I haven't either. It looked like Vern's head in a picture there.
Yeah, the things you learned about the names of towns. Yeah, Vern. That's funny.
Poor Vern.
He started cutting his hair a little close.
Yeah. So you were outside all day. It was pretty nice.
Gorgeous.
I was stuck inside all day.
Everybody was commenting on it. Yeah.
Well, great. Looks like we're going to have good weather all the way through till Tuesday. We might have some significant wind, but otherwise it's pretty good. So. The Bureau of Land Management Las Vegas field office is opening scoping on a Valley Electric Association transmission project proposed on public lands in southern Nevada and Sandy Valley in Clark and Nye counties.
Now, the public is being asked to help identify potential issues regarding the applicant's request for a right-of-way authorization for the construction, operation, and maintenance and termination of transmission infrastructure improvements, both 230 kilovolt and 500 kilovolt, and a natural gas pipeline to support the development of the Hidden Hills Solar Electric Generating Project.
The 3,275-acre solar project site would be located on privately owned land. However, the transmission and natural gas lines, once they leave the site, would be located on public land managed by the BLM. For more information, go to blm.gov/NV or simply call 702-515-5173. And I guess we have an announcement. Okay, the town board meeting is tonight, Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and that will be down in the Calvada Eye town board meeting. And if you happen to miss it, you can watch it, or if you can't go in person, you can watch it on channel 46.3. We've changed them around, so I had to get that straight.
Right, we have that live, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right.
So 7 p.m.,
exactly.
46.3.
Thank you. And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And I'm Janet Arrett.
From everyone up here on the hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.